What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 13th day of September, and here we are with about 52 minutes left in the day. Down 0.7%, but we're at 14 cents right now. Up yesterday, 4%, so that's nice. We are definitely moving out of this. Looking like we are, or we have, found our low. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes, but typically whenever you find resistance here, you move down. You found resistance here, 2 days later, you move down. You found resistance here at the top, 1 day later, you move down. Resistance here, and you move down. Here, we found resistance, but we're meandering. I don't know. It's kind of different behavior. It makes me think different results are going to happen. We've seen something similar happen back here, and we did give it up, but all in all, this seems to be a 1, 2, 3 ABC correction right here, right? A, B, C, something like that. We've seen it come to full maturity. We could go lower, it's possible, but at this point in time, with Bitcoin looking the way it does, with Ethereum looking the way it does, with crypto as a whole looking the way it is, I very much expect that we are going to continue to move higher. I think the low is in. 14 cents now. Undoubtedly, I believe that the low is in. If we're looking at this on a weekly time frame, let's see, weekly time frame here. We take a high to a low. Golden ratio down to the 236 with an immaculate, you guys. We got 1 day left and less than an hour. 1 day and less than an hour left in this week. We've got the bullish reversal. It's exactly what at the end of last week, at the beginning of this week, I said that we needed to see if we wanted to validate this as a low. I didn't believe that we'd get it. I thought that we were going to go lower. I very strongly believed that we would see 10 cents or lower. But you got to call a spade a spade. And at this point, we have 1 day left. A lot can happen in 1 day. We're up 16% this week. We can absolutely drop a lot in 1 day. But damn it if this doesn't look perfect. The fact that you actually close above the highest point of 2 weeks ago, what was this solid body down, gives me a lot of faith that this thing is going to continue to rally. That it's absolutely going to go to new all-time highs. And where's it going to go? We go all the way up here. We're talking about an 11x move. We're talking about a 27x move. Crazy things in a very short amount of time, my friends. Okay? That's the expectation that we have in front of us right now. That's the play that we have in front of us right now. It's going to be miraculous. It really will be. And this should happen. I think $1.65 to $3.90. That should happen between now and the end of the year. We'll probably be closer to $1.65 by the end of October, maybe a little bit above there. $3.90 by the end of the year, and then from there, we're looking to make a move all the way up to like $20 to $30 going into the end of the cycle sometime early next year. I would think we will see 130x or more between now and the next like 6 months. I genuinely think we'll see a 100 from this current price of 14 cents. We will see a price that is at $20 or more by the end of Q2 2026. Maybe not the end, but sometime in the middle part or the late part, but by the end of it, right? Truly miraculous price action is happening, and I think that it starts here. This is a very picture-perfect kind of bottom. It's picturesque, man. We look at the weekly time frame. The RSI bounced right off the 40. Beautiful. It's perfect. The weekly stochastics crossing up, looking good. The MACD is right at an area where you'd like it to find support. Hopefully it does. Are we closed? We're closing green, so hold on now. Let me look at this thing. We should be. We're just not green enough. But next week, we should be turning this blue to the upside. So the fact that we have lower lows in the MACD but higher lows in the price, lower lows in the stochastics but higher lows in the price, double bottom on the RSI, all of these signals telling me that we are going to move up higher. The last movement that we had was a bit of a taste, right? This was a break, a relief from this overall downtrend that we had, right? 5.2x in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, okay? 5.2x. 8 weeks from now, let's see here. Hold on. Or 8 weeks from that low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts us at the very end of October, the ass end of October. I would think in that same amount of time, we double that growth. In that same amount of time, by the end of October, we will at least be at new all-time highs. Okay, at least there by the end of October, at least there, if not higher. And this move overall, regardless of what month it stops at, whether it's the end of October or the end of the year, this move overall, what do I mean by this move? I'll tell you. Will stop at about $1.65 to $3.90. $3.90 at the high end, $1.65 at the low end. And of course, I expect we'll break above $3.90 as time goes on. What do I mean by this move? I mean, like if this was a move up from here from a low to a high, that was a move, and then we're consolidating, right? And then we moved up again, and then we consolidate, and then we move up again, right? Something like that. That's what I mean by this move. It's not going to be a complete straight line all the way up, but we zoom out on a weekly time frame, it'll feel like it. It'll feel like it. That doesn't excuse the fact that from a high to a low here, you had a 50% drop. Here, from a high to a low, you had a 38% drop, right? All along the way, there was volatility. And this is just the weekly time frame. If we look at the daily time frame, there's probably more volatility there that we're not even seeing. So it's not just going to be a completely straight shot up. But if you close your eyes and you wake up 8 weeks from now, this thing will be at immensely higher prices. And I genuinely wouldn't be surprised. Notice how when we moved up here, first off, very fast pace. Undoubtedly, this is a fast pace. We had a little bit of volatility. Once you actually broke out, once you actually had a week here that closed higher than any week that you had before, you turned on the afterburners. You really started to take off at a much faster pace, okay? When we do that same thing here, once we get above about 70 cents, 65 cents, that area on a closing weekly basis, we're really going to kick things off at a much faster pace. So I don't care if we're only at 46 cents and it's the beginning of October, the middle of October, it's the 20th of October. As soon as we get above this price here, as soon as we close above that on a weekly basis, we're going to teleport all the way up to prices that are like $1 higher and beyond. It's going to be fantastic, absolutely spectacular. 14.14 cents right now. 1 day, 1 hour left in the week. If we look at this on a daily time frame here, the daily RSI looks pretty damn bullish. You know, overall kind of neutral if we're being fair. Overall very neutral. The stochastics look bullish, and the MACD is also overall kind of bearish, but you're about to cross above the zero, which is bullish in itself. The fact that you're stopping here is one thing. You know, that's not necessarily encouraging. You are finding resistance and prior support, but I have a feeling that things are about to shift, right? It is the weekend. It is Saturday. So between today and tomorrow, we don't really have to move too much. But I would expect that next week and going into the end of the month, we're really going to start to see things come alive, okay? Typically, if you find resistance at the 236, you don't look like this. This tells me we want to go higher, and we will. I very much believe we will. I don't have anything else that I want to say. I'm very excited for Cookie DAO. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.